It is common when writing your application that you will come across large areas of boilerplate code in which the same code pattern is repeated over and over. Whenever you find yourself repeating the same mindless task, you should consider automating the process. The good news is other people have considered this problem before you and have written code generation tools. Code generation is where software, rather than a human, is used to write program components automatically. A number of commercial and free code generators are available in the market. Some of the common scenarios I've seen with code generation are as follows. Generating repeated sections of code where there are many common spots, but also code sections that vary. Boilerplate code, code that is entered many times. In Visual Studio, this has mostly been replaced by code snippets. Most of the drag and drop designers use code generators. Another popular use of code generation is in object relational mapping tools, or ORMs. ORM tools take the tables and other constructs of a database and turn them into language objects. There is an active community of third-party vendors making code generation tools. IdeaBlade, nHibernate, Entity Framework, Codesmith, and the star of this show, Visual Studio T4. When you survey the different code generation tools in the market, you'll find that most of them use one of these mechanisms for the code tools, either templates, prototypes, or aspects. The T4 system used by Visual Studio is template-based. In a template system, you start by creating a template file which contains your portions of your code. Then you run the code generation tool. This could be a standalone tool or a command line utility. The T4 template tool in Visual Studio is built into the IDE and runs when you compile your app code. When the generator is ready, you pass the template to the generator. Optionally, you pass other external parameters to the generator. The generator combines the information from the template and the parameters and saves the output to the disk. Here's an example of a template token. Usually, a template token has a group of special characters that start and end the token. You mix these tokens throughout your template file. Codesmith, for example, uses the less than and percent combination to start a token and the percent and greater than to end the token. In T4, the percent is changed to the hash symbol. Here is an example of a T4 template. On the left side of the screen is the template, and on the right side of the screen is the output that is saved to disk. On line 20 in the template, I'm using a token to print the file names. Over in the code file, lines 17 through 24 are the results of that token. I'd like to show you how to use the Visual Studio Code Generator, known as T4. It is the topic of the next movie in this chapter.